Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mix It Up podcast. I am Mike. That is Nick. Nick is back, and he has a special guest, actually with him in the place. It's Jules. Jules is on the show right now. And Jules is wearing a mask, a scary mask, to hide his identity for some reason.
Oh man.
But welcome, Jules and Nick.
Yep, Jules. Jules is gonna crush it tonight. So we're on the pod. It's really technically Sunday. We got to start it off with a big shout out to our boy Bob, Big Rob. Been a year since he passed away on Wednesday. It's fucking wild shit. He's been on this podcast. If you've been listening, I mean, a lot of our friends listen, so obviously you know Rob. But been a year, and it's fucking crazy. It's crazy if you think about it, how that has been a fucking year. But he's always with us. We're always fucking always thinking of him, you know. So
cheers
to Rob. We love you, buddy.
If you listen to the show, you would have heard me mention that. And I mentioned pretty much the same exact thing. Like, I couldn't believe it's been a year already.
Yeah.
That's just wild, man. Time flies.
It is wild. And the crazy thing is, and I was telling Jules before, that it still feels like he's around. Like, it's almost like I always say when certain things happen, you know, you have certain friends that you text like, yo, Mike, can you believe this? Yo, Rob, can you believe this? You know? And it's just, you always wanted to be like, you hit him up or whatever.
Yeah.
It still feels like he's there, man, which is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get that with my mom.
Yeah.
It's in a weird way. I just feel like she's just like around.
Right.
Maybe dimensions are like closing in, and they were starting to get like that feeling of like, hey, they're they're just here. They're just here.
And maybe we're closer to the realm, more closer than we think we are, because, you know, we accept this type of stuff. You know, we believe in it.
Right.
So maybe you just feel it, you know?
What do you think about reincarnation then?
Jules, shut the fuck up.
Jules, speak when I'm talking to Jules.
Listen, if you're listening to this on any other thing than YouTube, you should go on YouTube and see what Jules is disguised as.
Yeah, go on YouTube, man. Jules looks a lot better, I have to admit.
Jules, speak into the mic if you're gonna talk.
Can you hear me?
You got to speak louder than that, Jules.
Can you hear me?
You got to speak louder than that. You're muffled, Jules.
I feel like this is a nightmare I'm having.
Jules, you got anything to talk about? But say on that whole topic thing, what did you say?
I was talking about what we think about reincarnation.
Wow.
I'm for it.
That's a good one. And I know there are a lot of, like, you know, Buddhism and like Indians and shit. I think they believe in that in India, right? I think that's like kind of like their thing, reincarnation. I don't know. I don't know. I know what I would want to probably come back as.
A Chinese man, so all the Chinese women like you.
Like fucking Yao Ming, bro. Like 8 feet tall, can dunk a basketball and speak Chinese. Like, that's all I need.
You know, Yao Ming's got a little dick, though. It doesn't matter how big he is. He's got the little dick. You know it.
Hey, whatever. What are you gonna do? I can dunk a basketball.
You're right. That's true. I think reincarnation, I think it's real, man. Because number one, you ever meet somebody? I know we've talked about this before. You ever meet somebody like at a party and you just have an instant connection with them? It could be a guy or a girl, and you're like, you just feel that energy towards them. Yeah, I really think that you do, like, a star blew up. You guys came from that fucking. It could be a combination, but maybe a little bit more of the star formed you guys, because we know that stars have formed us, right? Like blown up stars or whatever. We are part of them, all the carbon and shit like that. So maybe you are part of that, or maybe you're from fucking another galaxy or some shit, you know? But that is partially reincarnation because it's your energy coming into another body, right?
Maybe it's just part of like that family tree.
Could be.
That's whole like reincarnation. Maybe you just like kind of trace back your roots a little bit. Maybe you're connected in that way.
Maybe. But you think that people come back on Earth? You die, you come back.
On Earth? I don't know. Like, I find that like hard to believe. I know people say, like, you know, after somebody passes, they come back as butterflies.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
Or
butterflies,
like animals,
like flying, you know, flying around you or whatever?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Jules? It sounded like you were getting your teeth drilled. And you were
I
Jules,
said,
you're getting a little close to me. This is a little sexual.
Jesus, get a room.
Yeah.
I said, or animals like a cat or a dog, or
A hawk.
it could be some type of, yeah, or a or a bird, a
Yeah.
bird.
It's like you had like 10 shots of Novocaine in your mouth, Jules. And you
I'll
have
translate.
of
I'll
it.
translate for Jules.
I like that.
I'm only cracking. I'm only cracking.
Jules said maybe like a cat or a
I
dog
know, I heard.
or a gremlin or a gremlin.
You didn't say gremlin.
Yeah. I'm sure one of our listeners, I can't remember his name, but it rhymes with Eugene. I can't remember what his real name is, but it rhymes with Eugene.
I think I called him Lima Bead last night on the podcast.
He'll respect the reincarnation because
Mm.
I'm not, don't quote me on this, but according to Gnosticism, we are all on our 108th life. And now Eugene's like this. Very good, Nick. You've been listening to me. Right? He's like, yeah.
Very good. Very good. You get it?
We are all, yeah, we are all on our last life, which is cool because I'm ready to move on. I don't know about you.
So like I've been doing this 107 times before.
And failed every single time. And now like it took us all 108 times to get this going.
This is like Black Mirror shit right now.
Dude, we started watching. Well, me and Jules, we were hanging out earlier. We started watching Black Mirror.
I know you guys do everything together. It's freaky. I was
You
watching.
gotta watch the Josh Hartnett episode
Is that the one with Aaron Paul?
Who's Aaron Paul?
from Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Jesse.
good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, the spaceship.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty freaky. At the end, I mean, spoiler alert, turn it off like right now.
Right.
But I thought they were gonna let that motherfucker just fly away. You know what I'm saying? And they pulled him back and went a whole new route where like he's like showed them like, you know, what he did to like the family.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. Originally, I thought he was gonna use Aaron Paul's body to go back and hunt the fucking maniacs that killed the family.
Yeah.
Thought he was gonna do that.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they could have been like cops could have came up, even at the end, like the way it was.
Yeah.
The cops could have showed up at the end and just arrested Aaron Paul right there.
Yeah.
He was the one that committed the murders of his like wife and kid, which was Kate Mara, by the way.
Yeah, it was. And then they both would have just been stuck in outer space forever. But now they are technically because they're going to have to like arrest or kill his robot, right?
Yeah, right. Dude, that's a freaky shit. It's a freaky episode. When they
It's
cut his
okay.
arm, I was like, ah.
I know.
Yeah.
No, don't hurt Josh Hartnett. Don't hurt beautiful Josh Hartnett. Dude, do you remember how cool Josh Hartnett was in The Faculty, the movie The Faculty with his Chevelle? And how beautiful he was? He was the most beautiful man alive.
I like
love that movie.
Yeah, he's a good looking man.
He is.
So is Aaron Paul. Aaron Paul's a good dude too.
He's cool. Aaron Paul's like
Paul's cool as fuck.
he's cool. Josh Hartnett's probably like one of the fucking coolest cats on the fucking planet. Him and who's the guy from fuck.
Jake Paul.
No, not Jake Paul. Tom Hardy's they remind me of each other for some reason. Tom Hardy's way cooler than Josh Hartnett.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's very cool. Yeah.
Tom Hardy's a badass.
Yeah. So
I like those guys. I can admit it. I'm a man. I'm comfortable in my body.
Yeah.
I don't need a replica.
Right. Would we have sex with them? No.
No,
But do we sweat the shit out of them? And if they were around, would we fangirl over them? 100%. Like, Josh Hartnett, let me suck your dick. Would I follow through with it? No. But I would ask him if I could.
I wouldn't go that route, Nick. I was gonna say maybe like you want to play softball with us. You know, start slow, build the relationship.
You gotta build a relationship.
Josh Hartnett, please,
Then you
please.
can do the sword fighting later on.
Yeah.
Josh
Let me
Hartnett.
kiss you.
Let's just take it slow, Josh Hartnett.
Yeah. I'd probably freak out and kiss him on the cheek accidentally. Like, I don't even know where that came from, Josh. I don't even know.
Josh, why is my tongue coming out of my mouth?
Oh yeah. Why is my tongue in your butthole, Josh? Josh, this went south.
I love how this humor is right up Jules's alley. It's funny.
It is. Totally.
Jules loves this shit. Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
So I was down in Florida all week for a trade show.
Yes, Orlando.
Yeah, that was wild. The trade shows are crazy, man. Gigantic fucking conference center, just nonstop, like nerds just fucking like nerding out, like, oh, cool, speakers and shit. I mean, it's cool. I learned a lot down there, and you know,
surrounded by nerds. Why would
exactly, dude? I didn't know anything, and I would tell people like I don't know anything, and then they would teach me it. They
Right.
wouldn't even be like, "Oh, you're such a loser," you know? Like
Oh, nice.
when I used to go to Sam Ash, dude, Sam, you know Sam Ash. Everybody knows Sam Ash. It's a fucking music place.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the one in White, what?
Ice cream parlor, right? Sam
Yeah.
Ash. Love their
What?
cones.
In White Plains, they had the biggest pieces of shit working there. If you went in there and you weren't like a guitar god and you asked them a question, they'd make you feel like the biggest pieces of shit on the planet. Like, oh, you don't know what this is? But like, no, that's why I'm here, you fucking asshole. So I expected people to be like that at the trade show, but they weren't. Nobody was. One person looked at me like weird, like I was a dumbass. Everybody else was like teaching me things, and I was like, cool, thanks, guys.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Surrounded by nerds all weekend or all
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Nerds.
Fucking nerd.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
Were you really at a trade show though, Nick?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Tell them the truth.
I don't know, Jules. You live in your family's from Jupiter, Florida, right? Your family lives in Jupiter, don't they?
Yeah. To get more stupider.
Jules, you could. I mean, Nick, you could tell me and Jules. We won't tell your girlfriend what
Yeah.
you did all week.
Oh yeah. So I didn't go to a trade show.
Right.
Yeah.
You went
I
to
went to-
clown circus.
I went to clown school.
Anonymous.
Yeah, clown school.
You-
I meant to say clown school, but I say clown circus. Like that makes it.
Jules, why is your hand on my leg right now?
Jules, you sick bastard. He's thinking of Josh Hartnett right now.
Yeah. Oh shit. I actually have no topics to talk about, by the way. Do you?
Wow, that's crazy. Who would have thought I would have to keep doing my job here? Like,
Let me see. Let me go to fucking Jerry News and see if I got any fucking topics here.
yeah, you should listen to my podcast last night on the Mix It Up
I
podcast.
was just watching a documentary about these guys in Florida that opened up pain clinics in the 90s and the early 2000s. They were making so much money off of the opioids. What is that? The drug.
Is that on Netflix?
Oxys. Yeah, I think it is on Netflix.
Yeah, they made a big thing about the oxycodone. These guys,
They
these
would-
doctors were writing scripts.
Yeah, so they were writing scripts. Not only that, they were opening up these pain clinics. When they got caught there, they would open up another one, and then they were just keep opening up over and over again.
Jules,
Yeah.
what if you move the mask off your face a little bit and talked?
Oh, can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Jules, you sound feminine.
Can you hear me better now?
Jules, take off your dress.
Yeah, so
The opioids are real. They're real.
I definitely got to watch the opioid addiction. That shit kind of interests me too, man. Like these guys just made billions and billions of dollars legally, you know. And when they keep closing these places up, it's like a fine or some shit to
it
that.
looks like the DMV. There's so many people in there, and people were traveling from other states like hours away. In Ohio, they would come every single week to get their drugs.
Once you're addicted to that, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. People were drooling in the waiting room. Like it was just disgusting.
I'll tell you a quick story because it's somebody that actually lived near where Jules now lives with Nick. Up the block there was this kid like we grew up with. I think I must be like 13, 14, 15 years old, like around then.
Yeah.
And he was like the kind of like the neighborhood crackhead. He like, you know, sell you all fucking stuff for cheap. You get a new video game that's like $50 in the store, you get it for like $5. It was fucking fantastic. It was like on sale. At the
I might know
time,
who you're talking about. I think I might know who you're talking about.
yeah, I think Pete Uno. We'll call him Pete Uno. So
Okay.
you know, so he was just like everybody kind of knew who he was. You could get a lawnmower for fucking like $11. And we great deals. But anyway, I'll never forget this. Like my man was so hooked on like, you know, the addiction that he literally got into his car and he forgot the key for the club. Remember the club you stick on the steering wheel?
Yeah.
My man drove it anyway. Like
Oh
he
my
Oh
out
shoot!
there, like half the club was like, you know, hanging outside his feet and open the door so the club could get out. He was making turns with it, yo. And they do some crazy shit, man. When you're addicted, you're gonna do anything. You'll drive millions of miles, whatever, you know.
Yeah, no, it's scary. It's scary that is something that was legal, like the way what they were putting in it and everything.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't it supposed to be?
Fentanyl. They were cutting fentanyl with it. Like
Yeah.
And this is in the 90s, like when it first started, the company first started. Can you hear me?
That's like the new like original fentanyl and shit back
Yeah.
in it was like that early in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's I thought it like fentanyl was just kind of like new.
No, that's been around. This is now they're making it so it's like,
There you go.
can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Now they're making it in a not so humane way.
What are they doing?
They're putting in all kinds of chemicals and stuff.
Oh.
That yeah.
Yeah,
So it's not
Speaking of chemicals, there's a
I'm on it.
there's a shampoo or conditioner in the shower that says vegan on it. So I said to myself, man, I'm really glad this wasn't made with meat, right? What the fuck?
A vegan shampoo?
A vegan shampoo.
Fucking hell, man.
I'm going to get the let me get the shampoo.
Jules, how the fuck do you know where the shampoo is?
Because I've
Dude,
seen
you're
it.
showering at Nick's house now too?
I've seen it.
Yo, did you see the Conor McGregor
David
video?
now too, Jules?
Did
Do
you
you
see
shave
the-
your hairy legs, Jules? Sorry. Sorry. I'm gonna
Did
keep
you see the Conor McGregor video of him knocking out the mascot?
Yes, yes. What
Do you know there was a chick in there?
no way, really. That's why she got knocked out for real.
And she's there. He's being charged with sexual assault somehow.
After that,
Not that one.
it was the same girl with the mascot thing?
I mean, unless he fucking sexually assaulted another mascot.
Dude, how do you like what do you do? Like, how do you sexual assault the mascot during a team timeout?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This is different. Wait. Conor McGregor is accused of violently sexually assault a woman during Game 4. Wait. During the same game, McGregor performed a mid-game skit and hospitalized the Heat's mascot. So it's two different things.
Oh, wow. He fucked up two different people's lives in one night.
Wow.
Conor McGregor, what the fuck are you doing?
Why would he do that?
I thought the mascot he sexual assaulted. So like you're tearing up like a bear? Like, what are you doing?
I don't know, man.
He beat the shit out of a bear, like knocked this person out, and then he goes and like gets accused for sexual assault. I don't know if it's true or not. I just don't know how you sexual assault someone at an NBA's finals game.
Right.
Every about 38,000 people in the building. How's that happen?
And what is sexual assault anyway? How do you violently sexually assault someone? You punch them in their tit?
Hit him with the dick, I guess.
Right? Like a violent sexual assault. It's like I'm gonna punch you right in the asshole or punch you in your dick. Is kicking somebody in the dick sexual assault?
It could be.
I mean, I guess if
Yeah.
you I guess it depends on your intentions, right?
Yeah.
I was trying to give him a boner by kicking him in the dick.
That could be it.
Hmm.
You know, maybe they like it like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it a girl or a guy?
I'm pretty sure that Conor McGregor only sexually assaults women.
I mean,
Jules.
yeah.
Hey, anything's possible in this life, so
I mean, he could technically sexual assault the dude if he really wanted to. He's Conor McGregor. He could probably lock you up in some kind of hold.
Yeah.
Stick his dick in your ear, you know?
yeah.
Imagine Conor McGregor was your friend, and every single time he came over, he just turns you around, puts you in a fucking half Nelson, and you were just
sexually
like,
assault you.
God damn it, Conor, just stop.
Every
Stop.
time you put me in the suplex hold.
Would you call him Con?
Con. Hey, Con, you want to watch movies with Josh Hartnett in it?
Oh shit. Conor McGregor seems to be like a dick almost. Like I used to like him, but then he threw his team through fucking chairs through the bus window of his guy that he was fighting. And then he got his ass fucking handed to him. And now he's like beating mascots up. What's the matter with you?
It seems like he's a bad person, right?
Yeah.
I got that vibe.
Like, what the fuck, dude? You can't figure out a way to not hit the mascot in his fucking face. You're Con McGregor. Hit him in the fucking nose. And then when he's on the ground, he fucking body shots him too.
I mean, I seen the video. It didn't seem that
Why
bad,
did
right?
he do that though?
Like it was part of a commercial or whatever, or an ad.
Oh, so it wasn't real?
Yeah,
No, it was really knocked the guy out.
But if you're like a dress up as a bear, shouldn't that like absorb the blow?
Dude, I think he's an idiot because he went high and hit him on the top of the head. He definitely knocked the guy fucking out. And then he crushed his ribcage.
Bear outfit. You have a big giant bear fucking
Yeah,
And
but you
a helmet.
didn't you see he went deep into that fucking bear costume, bro? Whatever costume it was. Hook shot him in the fucking face. Just clip his fucking nose a little bit. He'll fake fucking fall out, and then don't finish him with a bone crushing fucking body shot
Like,
while he's on the floor.
I mean,
I
whose
thought
fault?
he dragged him too, but I don't know. I saw a different video.
Whose fault is it really? Like, is it Conor McGregor's, or is it the person that just decided, like, hey, let's get Conor McGregor here to just punch the mascot in the fucking skull? You know, that person got to be.
that guy needs whoever that is. Yeah, you're right.
He got to go. You know, you got to answer to somebody. You
But
know,
what were the rules? I want to know what they said to him before. Like, all right, he's getting paid a lot of money, so it doesn't matter. Just go and hit him hard or whatever, you know?
no
That
fucking way.
mascot didn't get paid shit.
They were probably like, all right, you know, Connor, just, you know, pretend like you're gonna hit him, like, you know,
Yeah,
and go down. The Connor's like, yeah, I'll hit him. I'll hit him.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, probably just blacked out. He thought he was in the ring, you know?
yeah, yeah.
100%. They took him off
He
his
could
meds.
just, yeah, he took him off his meds. He
Like-
could just plea and you know, crazy himself is
supposed to give
crazy
him,
and get
like-
away with it.
They were supposed to give him like 5 Valiums before the act. Instead, they just gave him like fucking Tic Tacs. They're like, oh no,
Yeah.
we gave him the wrong bag.
The placebos they gave him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the placebos ain't working with that nut.
Like how they used to take Mike Tyson off the fucking his meds before his fight and let him out of his cage and only fucking they'd keep him caged up like for 3 days and shovel him steaks towards the fucking cage and then they take him off his meds and he became a fucking lunatic.
He was the best. My back is broken.
Spinal.
Spinal.
I fucking love that. That was the fucking greatest. Every time a Mike Tyson fight would happen, the interviews after the fact was just like it was perfect. It was just it was so stupid. It was poetic. You know what I mean? It was so crazy. It was poetic. Anything that dude said was just fantastic.
Remember who said he was gonna eat their children? I'll eat your children.
Dude, he ate somebody's ear. Like he bit
Yeah.
ear off.
Yeah.
Like what kind of
He's a
maniac gets so
monster.
you just take a bite of somebody's ear and then he spits it out. He's like, ah,
I'll tell you what, he made a great turn for fucking the better man because he's hilarious now and he's in movies and shit.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
living it up, bro.
that tattoo on his face don't even bother me anymore. It's just like, oh, that's Mike.
It's a beauty mark now at this
Yeah.
point. It's a birthmark. He's born with that.
Remember how crazy that was when he first came out with that?
Yeah. I think it was more crazy when he came out with his fucking little Muslim hat on out of nowhere when he came out of prison. Like, come on, Mike.
Yeah. He's like, yo, I learned something. So
Mhm.
my man went, he went
Yeah,
like
he walked on some hot rocks and now he's into all different things.
he was into a lot of crazy. Now he smokes like mad weed. He has like a big weed company, Mike Tyson's Weed.
Yeah.
He says he smokes like $8,000 a month or something absurd in weed. I'm like, that's impossible.
Is that top Snoop Dogg?
I mean, I would think it would top like a state of Jersey, top New Jersey. Like that's crazy.
Didn't you say he smokes like $8,000 a day or something stupid like that?
Maybe it's $8,000 a day. Yeah, maybe it's something like that. Because a month was like, oh, maybe I could do $8,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was probably 8,000 a day.
That means he just has a gas mask on. He's just constantly in every breath is weed.
He don't go to any room without it like
Yeah.
in there. Instead of oxygen.
This is weed room 1, weed room 2. Pick your weed room. Which
Crazy.
room?
He goes in like the
It's incense.
sauna
Yeah.
and the steam room, and the steam room is just
Yeah.
he presses
Infused.
button and
Yeah.
it just sprays him
Yeah.
like a fucking tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking great. Mike Tyson's got the best life, apparently, if all that's true.
Dude, if you know the saying where you're like, oh, would you fight Mike Tyson for a round for fucking $1 million or whatever?
What are you, nuts?
In his heyday, even now,
Mm-mm.
Die.
He
You won't
he
be able to
would-
spend that money.
dude, he'd 100% kill me. 100%.
Yeah, that's the chance I'm not taking.
I'd have to dodge one jab and just fall and like pretend like he hit me. And then they go to the replay, be like, he was 6 inches away from him.
No, that's
What would happen though? Like if someone died, would they have to go to trial
No, if in the ring, no.
in the ring?
No.
the ring.
That-
Nah,
That's
nah.
crazy. That like literally you could kill somebody accidentally, not obviously, but
Oh, if Mike Tyson just went in the ring with just like a regular human, like a celebrity match or whatever, and he
Yeah.
fought for real, he'd murder somebody.
yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Like those things were fucking. Oof, man, he was a fucking
Dude,
beast.
if I took an uppercut from I said Mike Trainer, Mike Tyson, my head would fly off like a fucking cartoon, like it pop right up.
Here's some fucking clown music in the fucking
Yeah.
background. Dudes will be dancing on top of you. Dude, that's part of the rule though. When people say like, "Oh, would you take $1 million and step in the ring with Mike?" You have one of the rules is you have to take a punch.
Yeah.
Can't dive, so you have to take a punch,
Or you owe $1 million.
or you owe $1 million. Yeah, fuck that. There's no way I'm taking
No
a
way.
punch Mike Tyson. No way.
I would run at him full speed and just put my face directly into his like glove like this, like yeah, and knock myself out. I wouldn't give him a chance.
You want to give him a chance to fucking cock up and
I'm
just
like,
cock
yo,
No, he just tripped.
that was
Just
his punch.
trip and fall. That's it.
That was his punch. You know what I mean? He gave me a little jab. What do you want me to tell you? You know?
And I hope like when you're lying on the ground faking, I hope he just comes down and just fucking bang right
Yeah.
on your head to the fucking like the base
through the mat.
right on the mat, right? And you get stuck in the mat like 3 inches deep.
You go through the ground all the way
Punches me.
to the bottom.
Yeah, punches me right through the canvas.
Yeah.
Your legs are hanging out the top of the hole. Oh man, I would pay to see that now. Yeah, step in the ring with that motherfucker. That'd be fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, so you want to hear some topic that came across my timeline the other day?
Sure.
They pretty much confirmed that COVID patient zero, the original one, came from that Wuhan lab. It was one of the scientists.
Okay.
I mean, okay, that makes sense, right?
I mean, confirmed.
Pretty much they came out and confirmed it. Yeah. That's what the report said, about the whole gain of function like research with that lab. And I mean, sure, because they were making these, diseases more contagious on purpose,
right,
to run tests. That's what they were doing. So, and apparently like they weren't that strict, with like, protective wear or whatever. And then they figured out because it was like him or her, and then the next scientist got it, and so forth and so on. Then they went outside the lab, and that's how. So people that were saying it was probably from banging a rat or a fucking bat or a cat,
Coronavirus!
So it was definitely like man-made, because that kind of shit like fucked everybody else in different ways. It wasn't just, it didn't give one person the sniffles. It gave you like a crazy headache, So it was definitely something, man-made.
So you're telling me that it's not from a bat that shit on a piece of fruit in the market and somebody didn't see the shit on the fruit and didn't wash it off and just took a bite out of the fruit and ate the fucking the bat shit. So that's what you're telling me.
That's exactly what I thought.
So that's not what happened.
No, that's definitely not what happened.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe it? I thought the same thing.
Wow. So all those people out there that called us crazy for saying it came from a lab, that it came from a fucking bat that shit on a fruit.
Right. I'm nuts.
Right.
I'm the nut. Right? Yeah, okay. Right. I'm the conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
You thought these little birds that hang up upside down on the ceiling fucking gave you this crazy disease that's running around.
Well, I'll tell you what. They're probably the bats probably do shit on the fucking. But what time of day are these fucking fruits and vegetables out in China that the bats are shitting all over them? Because bats come out at fucking night. Are these people staying out till fucking midnight?
No, it was a rabid bat. It was supposed to be a rabid bat.
Yeah, okay. That's even crazier because now you have to have a rabid bat, which is probably pretty fucking rare, right? To shit on your fruit and you not wash the fruit and then eat the fruit.
Yo, a rabid bat. Let's just be real. It's just a bat that's more angry than other bats. That's all it is. A rabid dog. Rabid dog is just an angry dog.
A rabid dog is a dog who had sex with a rabbit. That's a rabid dog.
A rabid dog. Bad dog.
Wow. Bad. It's just funny how like it's not all in the news. Maybe it's not really like posted all in the news.
Swept it underneath the rug. It was not mainstream. They kind of swept it under. They didn't want to come out and admit it like it was obvious.
People aren't talking about it, and even people that were shitting on that, they'll be like, "Wow, it's not proven. It's not proven. It's all that's just a fucking theory they're coming out with."
Yeah.
Does that form of Koronski exist in the lab? Then probably it came out of it. You know what I mean? Or I mean, whatever. Stupid
I agree.
asses.
100%.
So who's gonna get held now? Who's responsible for this now? Nobody. Somebody.
That's what it
These
is.
people fucking killed people.
Right.
If
And-
I fucking set fire to somebody's house and they die, I go to jail. If I fucking decided to,
But it was an accident.
it doesn't matter. If I fucking blow fucking Corona into somebody's house and they die, I go to fucking jail.
Can't blow Corona.
What if I had it in my in a glass and I just threw it like a Molotov cocktail through somebody's window?
Now that'll
I'm
work.
going to fucking jail. What if I broke it in somebody's house and it exploded? I'm going to fucking jail for it, right?
You could throw a Molotov, like a regular Molotov cocktail through somebody's house. That's fine. But just don't like bathe it in COVID. Say then you'll get arrested.
Dude, it's like a war crime almost. Like,
But China, they try to cover it up. Remember in the beginning, China was very secretive about it. They try to cover up. That's the whole point. And we can't say anything bad about China because they own us and all our video games that we play. So
A lot more than that.
that's where we're at in this life. At least we know where COVID is coming from, and you know where the next fucking pandemic is gonna come from. It's gonna come from a fucking lab. But anyway, I got another crazy topic. I gotta say this. Rest in peace to Mel Gibson.
what?
He's making. Well, let me finish.
Oh, he's not dead.
Oh, okay.
He's making a documentary on the 34 billion global child sex trafficking ring, and he's gonna name names, expose the truth. So obviously,
Rest in peace.
I'll see you later, Mel, because he ain't making that documentary. Like he'll start to
Yeah.
like the Clintons will probably get him or somebody.
Oof.
Yeah.
You could go on. Yeah.
All right.
I'll give you the info.
Thanks, Jules.
Good job, Jules.
At 1311 Brooklyn Avenue, sharing passcodes.
When we talk about porn, it's with fucking big titted chicks and huge dicks like Ron Jeremy around here. That's the only time we say the word porn. And
America.
it's usually fucking hardcore porn or
America.
pornos.
Love it. Love it.
Big titty porn bitches.
Preach, my brother. And when you're looking at Ron Jeremy's dick, it's not gay. You just, not that there's anything wrong with that. You're imagining that dick is yours in the moment. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
And his gut too. You're like, that's my gut.
Right. That's my hairy fucking curls. I know. Like I remember I had to stop eating Subway for a minute. And I was like hooked on Quiznos after I heard that news.
Quiznos.
And then Quiznos went out of business.
Quiznos not out of business.
Yeah,
I'm a Blimpie kind of person, but Blimpie's not around anymore.
Blimpie. I never really liked Blimpie. I liked, you know what I'm hooked on right now is Popeyes. The Popeyes chicken sandwich, right?
Yeah.
With French fries and mac and cheese. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It is fucking delicious. Let me tell you.
The last time I had Popeyes, I got sick, so I wrote it off. Otherwise, Popeyes was my shit.
Yo, oh my God. So fucking good.
Yeah, it is. Oof. I used to get the 3-piece chicken with a breast, a thigh, and a fucking wing. And the fucking Cajun rice, and I'd be in all my glory.
Listen, I recommend it.
Yeah.
But listen,
good biscuits.
They do make good biscuits.
Rob loved the biscuits. Shout out to Bob. He loved the Popeyes biscuits. He would just go there and he'd get an extra biscuit. I'm like, what are you doing? And I'd give him my biscuit a lot of times because I'm not really a biscuit guy.
You're not a biscuit guy.
He's like, you got a sleeve of like 8 biscuits back you can give me.
You know what's funny? I would never eat the biscuits until somebody told me to put honey from Popeyes on the biscuit. I don't remember who it was. And then I started eating the biscuit with honey, and I was like, nah, I'm going to eat this biscuit now. It's
because the biscuits usually, it's kind of dry. The biscuits.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why you do it with gravy.
Yeah, that's you have
the white gravy.
Yeah, you have to dip it in something. You can't just eat a biscuit like bare. That's gross.
Yeah.
But listen, gotta go there. But what at least we could actually walk there and leave our cars and not have to deal with like any bad like air quality and shit like that. You know, like we did like a couple weeks ago. That fucking
did we talk about that?
No, I did last night. But a little bit. But yeah, because you felt like instantly sick around the same exact time. It was around 1:30, 2 o'clock that Wednesday.
Well, I started feeling sick earlier than that. I had to leave work around that time.
Because it got unbearable, right?
Yeah. So we had softball the night before, and my head was hurting all day, and I didn't realize it. And then you guys were like, oh, maybe it's the fires from Nova Scotia. And I thought Nova Scotia was in Europe, and you guys all laughed at me. It was really fun and really cool. And then my headache kept persisting, and then Monday it was hurting, and then I went to work, and it was fine up there. It smelled a little smoky, and then the smoke came in hard, and I got blurry vision. I got a headache even more. I was nauseous as fuck, and I was trying to tough it out at work, but it felt like I had the coronavirus again. I had fucking I had crazy brain fog. I couldn't even concentrate. I was on the computer. I couldn't even do the first basic task of what I was trying to do on the computer. And then I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. So I left. As soon as I got in my car and was circulating the air, it went away like in a half an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was fucking scary, man. I walked outside at one point. It was orange out. Like, it was fucking orange. Like, what the fuck is this? How could that air come, like, what did it take, like 95? Like, straight down?
Yeah.
Like, fucking went right to New York City? Like how did it get here? I don't understand. And, like, for days, it took the wind actually took it. Why didn't the wind just blow it up to space? Why did it come this way? How bad was it that it would come sideways and not just go up in the air and just like go away?
That's very true. Because why? Like, do we smell smoke from people's cigarettes from Nova Scotia? Like, oh man, Todd, keep smoking. He's blowing his smoke this way. You're right. Doesn't it go up?
Yo, a couple people from Montreal just lit a blunt. Heads up.
Yeah.
You know, you got
That's
a
good
drug
weed.
test tomorrow.
That's good fucking weed. Yeah, you're right, man. And then people will tell you, oh, because you know the air is thicker up there and it stays down here for a while.
Is there like a stratosphere that cuts it off where it can't go past it? It just so what happens around the world? The smoke and shit just circulates around the world?
It never goes any. It just never goes up.
Just never disappears and go up into like space. I don't know.
I'm sure smart people will be like, yes, that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, trainers. It's the atmosphere. You never heard of the atmosphere? It's you, dumbass. I know. They'll come after me. I get it. I get the hate. But yeah, I think he's sick, so.
Apparently that shit's very toxic for you.
Very toxic.
So one of our friends, I can't remember if it was Crazy or Jules, maybe it was Jules, I can't remember, said something like, did anybody know anybody in Canada? Could anybody confirm there was actual fire up there?
Yeah, right. Yeah, for real. That's a great fucking question.
I mean, I'm sure there was fires, but it was fucking funny because I thought the same thing. Like, who knows? Who the fuck knows, really? Right?
Yeah, who's just saying that? Like, did you drive up there? Did somebody drive from up there? Be like, the fire's coming, close your windows, you know? But they told us to like, put like water on the fucking towels and put it underneath your like window sills and doors and shit. Like, there's a fire outside of your house or something, you know?
If I'm putting water on a towel, I'm whipping somebody with it. I'm not putting it near a window. That's a waste of it. The wet towel.
Hell yeah. Anytime I have a wet tail in the fucking men's locker room, it's game on. It's like, actually, you just started doing that to random fucking people in the gym. It's bad enough they talk naked.
What'd you say?
Bad enough they talk like they have naked conversations with other naked men. It's fucking strange.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Really?
Jules. Yeah, Jules. Do they do that in the your kind of locker room that you go in, Jules?
Oh yeah, the clown locker room.
Yeah, in the clown locker room, do they just walk around naked? Other clowns and other clowns talk to other clowns. Like,
do they? Jules? There's nakeds in the gym.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like not full.
Are they hot? No.
I'm telling you, it's the real disgusting ones.
Yeah, it's not what you expect it to be.
It's like butt ass naked. They're just fucking disgusting.
Dude, like, we should go around like how we do troll hunters. We should call dick whippers, and we just fucking get a wet towel. Whenever anybody's got their fucking pants off at the gym, fucking whip their dicks.
They really walk around in there.
Yeah, I've seen some dick. I've had a face full of dick sometimes. They're old people usually. They no care anymore. They're just like, I'm gonna let these fucking loose, hangy, droopy balls out, and I'm gonna just be like, "What's up?"
Yeah, they put their one leg up on the bench, and they're fucking like drying down there. I'm like, what are you doing? And they're having a conversation with the next person, like it's, hey, I do this all the time. Like, what?
I'll do this all
Oh
the
my
time.
God.
Maybe we're missing out. Maybe it's just so freeing
Freeing,
to
right?
stare at your friend in the face while you're rubbing your balls down
I
with a
think
towel.
that's why people go streaking. Maybe it's
Yeah.
just like a freeing type of thing.
Or the resorts. Like you could go to one of those resorts and walk around.
Jules,
Yeah.
what the fuck do you do on your free time?
When Jules
They
goes,
have resorts. They have like places that
yeah,
people go to, especially in Florida.
You
yeah,
just
they have
walk around
like
naked?
Yeah,
naked streets. Yeah, yeah, you sign
the
up.
retreats.
Apparently, like for a lot of
Yeah.
men, you can't go. Like a lot of men are creeps. They try to go there, but you have to go there if you're a guy with like a girl.
A couple, yeah,
Ah.
you have to be coupled up, and then whatever happens.
You can't just show up. Like I can't just show up on a Friday night. I'm fucking this train again. Is he
Right.
fucking buck naked
Yeah.
Yeah.
running around?
He's here. He's here for the
Why-
volleyball tournament.
Yeah.
why himself?
The
He's here.
volleyball tournament.
He said
Lots
like
of-
he kept telling me to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, I would never fucking go to like a nudist resort. Imagine you just show up and then like I don't know. Maybe I could go if I didn't know anybody else there. Like, what if I went there and ran into like one of my friends? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't do that, man. I'm like, y'all mad.
And they look at your dick and they're like, I always knew you had
Do
a
it. I
fucking one.
fucking knew it looked like a button.
I don't know. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy.
Yo, so check this out. Scientists say they have successfully created a synthetic human embryo
They did?
without an egg and sperm.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a mouse.
An embryo.
Yeah, a mouse embryo made from stem cells.
A
No.
synthetic human
Yeah.
embryo. Human.
Oh, it's human. Oh shit. Well, it started with a mouse. I know that for sure.
Wow.
That's crazy.
that's
So now we don't need people anymore to make
that's
children.
yeah, that's not good. Science is getting like you need to hit the stop button on
Yeah.
science. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine this kid comes out with like 47 legs.
Oh, dude, yeah. And then you got to throw it out because it looks like it's be like a spider kid.
People are fighting this.
Yeah.
People aren't going to let this happen.
Especially like the full Christian, Catholic. Like they're not gonna.
Oh, it doesn't have organs.
So what is it? Just like a suit?
I don't know.
Is it just skin and like bones?
It's
I don't
in
know. No, it's just an embryo. So like there's nothing there right now, you know?
Is it like those short little wrestling dolls that we had when we were a kid? Like what
I
are
have no
those?
idea.
What are they supposed to do with those things then?
I don't know, but
It's gonna lead
Nobody-
the way. Eventually, you're just gonna pop a baby out of that thing.
you know what's crazy? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants this type of shit to happen, really, right? But it still happens, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. And you like people vote politicians in who approve all this shit, and it's like somebody's got to step up and be like, "Hey, I'm not going to approve the weird shit that's going on." Like, yeah, we'll vote for you.
Right.
You know?
Just and then the motto would be like, "Stop."
Right.
That's it. That's what you say. Just stop it. Just
Stop,
stop
rock,
it,
and roll.
man. Just
Yeah.
stop it, scientists. Imagine like you're a political guy, like, fuck the scientists. Fuck them. They're too smart.
Right.
Get them, you know?
Yeah.
That's eventually they gotta just stop, man. You know?
Yeah.
It's just gonna get bad. Then the robot's gonna have like these little human kids and it'll be
Yeah.
nuts. It'll be fucking insane.
So here's a fun fact. I think the more fun fact is that this beer was ever even the top beer in the country. But Light is no longer America's top selling beer. Modelo now holds the number one spot.
You know what's fucking so dumb about these people that are boycotting Bud Light?
Yeah.
Is that Modelo is owned by the same fucking company, you dumbasses. So that just shows you how dumb people are on social media and what they boycott and what they
Right.
go against and what they
Yeah.
switch to.
Right.
It's truly, truly amazing. And people just read the headlines and I'll tell you the story real quick about the Bud Light thing. The company sends about 200 of these cans with these people's faces on them as gifts to people, random people. You know what I mean? It's not for sale. It's like
Really? It's not?
it's not for sale in the general public. It's just a
Ah.
gift. They give it as a gift to people. That's all it was. It wasn't a marketing campaign. It was none of that shit, you know? But this fucking thing, whatever the thing was that posted on Instagram, it blew up. Wasn't supposed to do that. And sure enough, everybody fucking went nuts. People stopped drinking Bud Light. It's affecting a lot of sales with close people that I know that work for the company.
Yeah.
And you want to strangle the people because that's all people talk about. I keep hearing it.
Yeah.
And I feel like very defensive about it because I have to tell the actual truth, the actual story.
Yeah.
You would know the actual truth and the story if you actually researched it for a minute, or if social media didn't just keep putting the flames to the fire every fucking day, So it's it's one of those situations. So it was not anything, no marketing campaign, nothing. Just drink Bud Light, you bitches.
Yo, how much did they pay you to say that? Number one. Number two.
Hey, Brandon, you got me brainwashed, Nick. Help.
What?
You got me brainwashed. Help me.
There's so many other companies that people should be boycotting, like the sweatshops that make like Nike products, probably. And I think Old Navy's like straight up sweatshop, like 4 cents an hour kind of shit, paying these poor fucking people. But people go to Old Navy. People go to this place.
There's a lot of other stuff happening that we don't know about.
Yeah.
With these fast fashion stuff.
Come on. You can't have dope jeans from Old Navy for fucking that for that cheap.
I know.
There's even places cheaper that are fat. We call it fast fashion. And yeah.
Jules, you're into the fashion. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I am. I'm into the fashion.
Well, these little kids, that make the Nikes, they're getting paid like 5 cents, and the sneakers go for like $180,000.
But nothing's being said about that.
No, nothing.
You never hear a word.
Everybody's online to get their new Jordans and everything.
Yeah, we don't give a shit. Like they're abusing like little kids over there making these fucking sneakers for us. It's like a known secret, which is the odd thing, But yeah, nobody stands.
It's the old smoke and mirrors sleight of hand thing. I'm not going to get into what I mean right now, but sometimes people want to make you think this way and then just not even explain about this way going on, just so they can hide all of this shit going on.
Yeah.
But
like I like to eat meat. I like to eat meat. I don't want to hear where it came from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like a steak. I'm like, don't tell me the animal it associates with.
Yeah, exactly.
Not my steak.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wild shit.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yo, butchers got a bad life, by the way. Or like people that raise cows for for the slaughter and shit like that.
Oh,
they got it bad, man, because you got to kill those animals. And I know eventually you become numb to it, but I think that's got to take a toll on you, man.
I become too attached. I'm like, oh no, I gotta kill Fluffy today.
Yeah.
Then take
and the way that they get killed is just ridiculous. It's so horrible. I can never watch anything about that kind of stuff or hear about it.
Crazy shit.
It's too much.
Watch something about like on 60 Minutes about that shit, and they were like just beating the cows and shit like in the head. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be a humane way to fucking do it. Like, other places.
That's what they say is that's the humane way.
They hit him over the head.
To me, I'm like, what?
Oh my god,
dude! If we were farmers, after year one, we'd have 63,000 pet cows, and we'd never kill any of them. But now we got a bunch of pets.
Yeah,
I can see you and Jules like just hanging out on a ranch with all your fucking cows.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just sell eggs. They're about the same price anyway.
It's like this motherfucker got so many cows.
Yeah, I'll probably get more money for eggs, and you don't have to hurt the animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could never hurt like an animal. Something that's just like they get attached. Like they know who you are. If you come and
they have souls, I believe. I believe that they.
Maybe that's where we come back as reincarnated.
That's what I'm saying.
Not just like a hawk or whatever. Maybe like not birds, nothing like that. Like a real fucking animal.
Like a cow that gets eaten.
Like a giraffe or some shit. Like a tiger. Imagine I come back as a tiger.
Yeah. You know what's nuts too? That people have deemed certain animals as pets and certain animals as food. Even though you technically could eat a cat, you could eat a dog, but they are our pets. And then we just look the other way when they kill fucking like 50,000 cows a day, 64 billion chickens a fucking year. Probably even more.
Or even like the dolphins, like animals like that, like what they do.
Oof. But that's illegal though. They're not allowed to kill those fucking dolphins.
Either way, it's being done.
It's being done, sure, but like we don't even bat an eye when you eat a fucking burger. Like, oh, here's a good burger, man. Let me get some more beer. You know what I mean? We don't even fucking think about it. You could easily be eating a human being. You could be eating human burgers. If the rules changed a little bit, we could be eating people.
Cannibalism. We made it here. I knew one day when we get there.
Right.
But yeah, the cannibalism, no fucking way, man.
Yeah,
Oh
it's crazy.
God.
But
The-
every animal has been eaten at some point, and every animal is a pet at some point.
Like, you're gonna eat a dolphin? Like, it's just somebody like if somebody had
Yeah.
said like, "Oh, this is made of dolphin," I'm not eating it. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
I will eat alligator though. I feel like I don't give a crap with that. Alligators.
Alligator's one of the
They're-
most oldest fucking creatures
They're
on this planet.
scary.
It's the closest thing probably to a dinosaur that we can get, but we find a way to eat them. So if there were T-Rexes around, we would figure out a way to eat a fucking T-Rex.
What's it? Eat a T-Rex. What's the oldest like animal mammal on the planet? It's a shark, right? Because they've
Or
been
the whale.
I
around
thought it
for
was
millions of
fucking.
years.
I thought it was gators.
You could look it up.
See, alligators, like I don't know, like it's got to be a toss up between alligators, sharks, and probably right, Jules, whales.
Whales.
Whales. Whale in the river.
I'm going gators, guys.
I
I'm
gotta
going
go.
whales.
I gotta go with
See.
shark.
All right. Let's see who's right.
What is it? And the answer is survey says
Animals.
shark. Traders
Oh,
right.
well, I see something there. That,
You looked it up, Mike?
Nah, I didn't look it up.
huh.
Shrimp.
Huh.
Shrimp.
Prehistoric shrimp.
Ugh.
I don't mind eating those actually.
Shrimp is actually really good.
Yeah, I don't feel bad. Like my heart doesn't get tingly.
But if you like, I don't really think about it. When I first started having shrimp, I wasn't thinking where it came from. You know, I wasn't thinking that deep. I was just like, yo, let me put some cocktail sauce on that thing. Let me fucking eat it.
Right.
But now, like, I'm starting to be more aware of, like, oh shit, like, I know where this came from.
Well, they gave me a list of the top 12 fucking species around. They're all water animal, water creatures. Horseshoe crabs are 445 million years old. They're the number 4.
Really?
Let me see.
No,
A lot of
jellyfish.
there's a couple sharks. Jellyfish are number 2, 505 million, and a sponge 760 million years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jellyfish. Yeah,
That's
that.
the number one.
Wow, that makes sense, man. Fuck, yo, jellyfish are the worst. You ever get stung by one?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
Then you had to have the whole beach pee on you. It's the fucking worst.
Yeah.
All right, I wasn't stung by a jellyfish. That was just my thing when I go to Jersey. No, like that never happened to me either. I was terrified to go in the ocean when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Are you?
I was
So
like,
they
why would
scared-
anyone
they made-
want to go in here?
Right.
That's your like sharks. I was like, oh, like I don't want to get eaten by sharks. I'm like, yo, listen, that's your spot. I know you can't jump out on the beach and eat me, so I'm not gonna go in there
Right.
and let you eat me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I put my like little feet in the water, and then I'm like, not even up to my knees.
Yeah.
I was out. I was like, that's it. I'm done. And the beach was like the worst place for me to be during the day because I'm Irish and my skin fucking burns. The only time I really love the beach is like at night, like dawn and dusk with there's no
During a
sun
bon-
beating down on you. Oh, there's nothing like
Yeah,
it.
like a bonfire in the night.
Yeah.
Like when the
Karate
sun's
Kid,
down. Yeah.
You know, when fucking he's playing Ralph Macchio's playing with the soccer ball and he kicks it over to the girl. She's like,
Yeah.
here's a little ball. And he's like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I love you. And then that dude that's going out with her already just fucking kicks her ass and throws you down the hill. That's
Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking
that.
of which, season 6 is in the making right now.
Yes. That's the new version of Cobra Kai that Jules is talking about.
Yeah.
That is the best. I love that fucking show, man. Johnny's so cool, man. Johnny's like my favorite character.
Yeah, I love
A lot
him.
of good characters on TV, but he's got to be up there as one of my all-time favorite characters on TV.
Yeah.
He brings the authentic 80s vibe that I like think we all like miss in movies and that like that are out now.
Yeah.
Like being
what it
able to just be real.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is. Yep. He has that aura about him.
Yeah, I love it.
You know what? I watched on the way down to Florida. I watched The Goonies, which is just fucking. So all right, hold on. So
Never-
I was starting to watch The Whale with Brendan Fraser when he's got the fat suit on and shit.
Yeah,
Did you see it? Did we talk about it or no?
Yeah, because like the fat people are offended that they couldn't get a real fat person that weighed 800 pounds to be a good actor. So yeah, we talked about that a little.
But did you see the movie or no?
No, I haven't seen it.
All right, so I'm on a plane
I want to.
and I'm watching the first scene. He's in his house, gigantic, and I'm like, you hear, I'm like, is this guy jerking off on the couch right now? And he was jerking off on the couch, and somebody comes knocking on the door, busts in on him, and then you find out later, two guys, he's watching gay porn, jerking off. First scene of the movie. So I was like, what am I watching right now? And I turned the Goonies on. I showed my buddy that I work with. I was like, dude, look what's happening in this first scene. And I was like, I'm putting the Goonies on now.
Especially on the airplane, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. What if there was a kid like that accidentally pressed play and the mom didn't know or something? That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, right?
So I put the Goonies on. I'm watching. I'm like, this movie is so fucking good, man. Everything from the music to the fucking acting to the storyline. It's just so good.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm a fun fact. I've never seen the Goonies.
Oh my god.
No. You
Come
gotta
on,
watch
Mike.
it.
No, I
You
swear
got to watch it.
to God, I've never seen the Goonies. It
Oh
just
my
never
God.
interested me when I was a kid for some reason.
Dude.
Everybody's
You
talking
don't
about the
know what you're
Goonies. I'm
missing.
like, yeah, let me just watch the Yankees.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God.
swear, I've never seen it.
It's just like any other. It's not just like any other 80s movie, obviously, but it has the same allure. They're all
Oh.
so good. And
Right.
I watched on the way back down. I watched Stand By Me. Remember that one?
Yeah. I watched
But
that.
you know what, man? It was cool, but it wasn't really that good of a fucking movie, and everybody like loves it.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. I think
It
they
was
just
okay.
like the song. I think they just like the song at the end.
Maybe.
That's what made the movie.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What was
But
the
Corey Feldman was in each
Yeah,
of
there
those
also
movies.
was like a lot of heartthrobs there, like that were in that movie.
that? Like Corey, you mentioned Corey Feldman. Wasn't he in that movie? Like it was back then. It was like a scary movie where these little creatures came out the like ground and shit and run after them, and they go in the
Critters?
hole.
Critters?
Critters.
What's
They're
it?
like little fluffy things.
No, not fluffy. They're little fucking little devil things, and
It's I know what you're talking about.
it was like a scary movie back then.
Puppet Master, the Puppet Master. They were like little figurine creature things that like came out at him
Oh, like
and
no,
like chased him. I think it's the Puppet Master. Yeah, I don't know if he was in it with Chuck.
this is that was from the 80's, the Puppet Master.
Yeah. And he
What?
was also in Friday the 13th as well.
I want to say it's like it was like a one word, like the hole, the opening in the ground. It was like a fucking real short title. Oh my god, I know somebody out there is listening to this. I was just say it already. I can't think of
Yeah.
it. If you said the name of the movie, I would definitely remember right away.
I don't know.
Previous.
We're looking them up. We're looking them up. We're looking as up as IMDb.
Like
right
scary
now.
80's movies.
Yeah.
Oh, these little fucking
What
creep.
he's known for, but there's other things he was in.
I could have sworn Feldman was in that movie too.
That's not it.
Which one?
The one I'm talking about.
Oh.
Like I'm gonna Harry's movies. The
Corey Feldman.
Why can't you just see what kind of movies are on here? I don't understand.
man, this is really gonna bother me.
Don't let it bother you.
It's gonna definitely bother me,
Look
man.
at all the stuff that he's in recently.
All right, here we go. I got all his shit right here, Mike.
All right, name them.
I'm looking for some things that would make sense because
Yeah.
none of this stuff is making sense.
It's gonna be later.
Still the Beaver?
No.
No,
Gremlins. He was in
He was in
Gremlins.
oh, Gremlins. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's what it is. I knew
No,
that.
no, I'm not thinking about Gremlins. I know.
No, you're not thinking about Gremlins?
I almost named my dog Gizmo.
Oh.
That would have been cool.
Eh,
Remember the
that's
Burbs?
like, it looks like kind of a Gizmo.
Remember the Burbs, Mike?
The Burbs.
That was cool. You remember that shit?
I don't think so.
License to Drive?
I watched a little bit of it.
Corey Hart and Corey Feldman? Corey Hart was the man, bro.
The Lost Boys. Oh, that's when he was in that vampire movie.
Yeah. I don't see anything that would be anything
Critters.
scary, Mike. Critters? Where's Critters?
No, it's not. I'm not. I don't see it. I'm saying you meaning like
Oh.
what we were just talking about. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, Mike.
keep scrolling up
Nah, huh?
No.
because it's still in the 80s and early 90s.
No, it's just 90s.
Are you naming like all his movies?
No, but there's you could tell that like that's a fucking like that certain things are comedies and shit, you know? I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun
God.
fact: you could get Corey Feldman to like perform with his band at your bar if you owned one for like $2,500 or something stupid like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, he was in a shitload of movies. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
Willa, Time After Time, The Fox and the Hound, The Goonies, Stand By Me, Lost Boys, Lefties of the Bird, Stream a Little Dream, Edge of Horror. Maybe he wasn't in that fucking movie that I'm talking about.
No,
What other fucking 80s kid am I fucking talking about?
I don't
What
know.
movie? I want to know the movie.
Yeah, like it's really bothered me. Right? I wish I had a landline or some shit I could call somebody, like try to get the answer. It was like multiple choice. I get it in a second.
I don't know.
It's
Man.
one word you said, right?
It was like something like the whole
You sure it wasn't Critters, man?
Critters. Was it Critters? Was that the name of it?
You said it was like little things that would chase the person.
Yeah, they come out the ground.
Yeah.
Let's put it. Say what exactly what you said. You just put it in.
For some reason, I totally.
This
that's
is
what-
definitely it, dude.
That's
This
it.
is definitely
yeah,
it.
definitely it. It has
And
to
it's
be it.
fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. That's it.
Leo was in that movie.
I don't know. They got a picture with Leonardo DiCaprio. That's Critters, dude. It's 100% is Critters.
Oh no, I'm looking at the trailer for Critters. That's not it.
No?
Mhm.
No, no.
What was the other movie where there would be like holes in the desert where things would come out of like big things? It wasn't Critters. It was fuck.
Holes in the ground. Tiny creatures.
Tremors.
Yeah, Tremors.
The Gate.
The
The
Gate.
Gate.
The
The
Gate?
Gate.
All right,
Yeah,
put it in. Let's
look
see.
up The Gate. The Gate was the most fucking terrifying fucking movie, man.
Oh
Oh,
my
with the
god!
eyeball hand.
I've never seen it.
Yo,
Oh boy, I gotta
Nick,
watch it.
tell Jules this is a must watch.
Wow, dude. I don't remember this movie at all other than the eyeball hand, and the eyeball hand used to scare the fuck out of me.
Yo,
Oh wait, did they make a remake of this? Called
I,
The Labyrinth?
I don't think so. I don't.
Labyrinth? No, that wasn't really a scary movie, I don't believe.
That was scary to me. The guy, same thing, the face and the eye.
Yeah, The Gate was like a real like 80s vibe movie. You could tell from 1987. I forgot who the kid is, like the main character. He's somewhere, yeah, but the eye and the hand
Oh,
shit.
yeah, that's what's his
Scary
name.
as fuck.
That's what's his name. He's a cool dude. Fucking he was from the movie what was that movie with Emilio Estevez? Judgment Night.
Oh shit, that's right. Judgment Night.
Yeah.
Huh. Judgment.
I've never seen that.
Steven Dorff.
Yeah, Steven Dork. That's him.
Judgment Night was a gnarly movie, man.
That Ari Gold was in Judgment Night.
Yep.
Montage, bro. Judgment Night was a cool movie.
Dennis Leary. Dennis Leary's number one line in that. He's at like the park, and this kid tries to like shake him down, and he goes to him, "No, we need information for you," or some shit like that. He's like, "Oh, give me your money." He's like, "You can't. You could take my money, but you can't take my money. Like, you're gonna take it if I give it to you, but you can't take my money."
That's a good fucking flick.
Yeah.
Me can't watch. Oh, that other guy, you just said his name, Emilio. Is he the one in the Mighty Ducks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, Emilio.
Yeah.
That's Charlie Sheen's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
Charlie Estevez, Emilio Sheen.
Charlie Estevez Sheen.
Charlie Estevez as Emilio Sheen in Mighty Ducks.
The Duck Returns.
The Duck returned. The Ducks returned.
Oh, man.
That's
That's
another
about it.
movie I've never seen, by the way. This is Mighty
What?
Duck.
Are you kidding me? The Mighty Ducks.
Never seen it. It just
my God.
never interests me. You know what I was watching back then was like movies like The Naked Gun, The
Yeah.
Naked Gun 2.5, The Naked.
Oh, you're into that humor?
Yeah, I love that dumb humor. So I was watching that like Airplane. You know,
Yeah.
When did you start watching movies like The Naked Tits?
46.
As soon as you got the 37 channel
That little scrambler
Oh,
box.
the scramble box. Oh boy.
Yeah, they fucking had the wires still hooked up to like I think to the ground in another room.
Yep.
It's crazy. The box
People would, yeah.
had the channels on. You need to put one level down, so we'll go to the second level of fucking channels. Yo, I can't believe, yo, people have no idea
Yeah.
the fuck I'm talking about. But those little boxes, it was like a whole project just to turn your TV on back in the day. It was so
Yeah.
difficult. And if that shit broke, oh my
That
God.
was it.
Yeah.
You were like, all right, who can I try to get it from? Like it's like it's someone's trunk of their car. I got a couple more in the trunk.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
go get it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you
There's
know,
parts, yeah,
Steve
but
on I don't know, I'm just making up something street has it.
kind of miss that fucking thing. I would love to hook up that to a TV. Imagine you come over, right? Have a dinner party, right? And then everybody comes over. Well, oh, guys, you want to watch TV? And I pull that shit out. And we're fucking trying to scramble in a black and white
That was
television.
the Amazon stick for the 90s and the early 2000s.
They still
Like-
got porn on 37.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to unscramble so we can watch porn. Just, I think I could see something. It was fucking crazy what we did back then, because even if, like, of course, that channel had porn on, but if you didn't have the hot box, for some reason, you think you had the power to unscramble it, even
Right.
for like 20 seconds. You think you had that power. You never had that power.
I can't believe that shit would come over scrambled. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, why even put that on there? It's almost like teasing you. It's like, you know, you want to check it out.
Right.
You know, say just buy it. You know, then we got that hot box and he had everything for a minute. I remember recording fucking porn just so I could sell to my classmates.
Oh, you're one of those kids. Oh,
So I put the VCR. I'm like, oh, you want it? Because everybody's like, oh, Trainer got the fucking hot box.
Yeah.
So I took the VCR and I just put the VCR and I hit record overnight for like 6 hours. I didn't know what the fuck was on it.
Right.
And I just give out the fucking tapes. But some guys were so scared that we get caught with the tape in their house that they would give it back to me after they watched it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Made some money back
so you
then.
were like a video store.
Yeah, I was Best Buy.
Basically.
I was
You were the secret area in the back of Video Vision that only the adults went into.
behind the curtain.
Yeah, behind the curtain. They had saddle like doors. The one down in,
My
where I
company
grew up.
My company was Nutbusters.
That's great. That's great.
You go to Blockbuster.
Holy ones though, right? Because holy nuts.
No returns. That was your only.
Yeah, LB car and rewind.
You rewind my fucking porn.
Yeah.
Fucking Jules never fucking rewinds. That's $2.
That's an extra $1.
I can't believe they used to charge you for not rewinding. Like, it takes 2 seconds, dude. Just put the tape in there and rewind it yourself.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did you have that like really fast rewinder?
Yeah, you put right in. It was like lightning,
Yeah.
and it destroys all your tapes.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say. Everyone was scared to use that thing. Then the thing comes out, it's all like wrapped up.
Hey, at least it's rewound, man.
Yeah.
It rewound it. Yeah, it's up like it didn't fucking rewind all the way either.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Those were good times.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, people don't know. Before technology, before cell phones and the internet, that's it, man. It was like going renting tapes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
was something you did on a Friday night.
You actually communicated and talked to like people instead of being on your phones all the time. Like, hey, listen, I'm guilty of it too. Like, it's a force of habit now. It just happens. My phone goes off. I'm like, oh, your phone time.
Yeah.
You know,
Then I'm on it for an hour.
Remember when you'd want to rewind like a video to a certain spot? So instead of pressing stop, you just rewound it, knowing that knowing that there was a very good chance that you're gonna fuck that tape up, but just chancing it anyway.
Fuck it. I'm nervous. Right?
Yeah.
You hit that button anyway. You're like, come on, please don't do it. Then you hear that sound and you just know you're fucked. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever use one of those video cleaners? It was like a cleaner video thing that you would put in the
Press
thing,
play.
the video.
And you
Yeah,
press
and it
play.
would be like, I'm cleaning it. Like it would clean it. Like how I don't know what it did.
It was the biggest fucking crock of shit, that thing. That thing did not do anything.
Yeah.
And in fact, it probably damaged your VCR and made you had to go buy fucking a new VCR after using that thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, things didn't break back in the day though, man. Like the actual VCR. You
Yeah.
probably had the same VCR for fucking the whole lifespan of VCRs.
As long as you didn't use that cleaner, yeah. Like you had a fucking VCR for fucking 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even your TVs. Like if you had like an old school TV, you know, with the big back,
Yeah.
Like the
That
junk,
lasted
the fucking junk in the back.
for like 30 years.
Look at that
Yeah,
junk in the trunk. That shit was so fucking heavy.
Yeah.
Like, what is in that thing? Like, there's no reason for it.
Dude, if you made something back in the day that you knew would break in 3 years, you'd be fired.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
They'd beat you up and kick you out.
Yeah.
They were like, no, this is a lifetime. We're making.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. Like, what the
Even
fuck?
vacuums. Remember the vacuums?
Yeah.
They would make it lifetime. And then the TVs were furniture. So it's like, oh, okay, I'll put a TV inside of, some type of piece of furniture. It's 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah.
Those days are long gone. Now they try to get your technology. They're like, oh, just update it. It'll be fine. And then your phone stops working.
Right.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Or you hit a wrong button and now you're like, it's all messed up.
Remember when you first got a computer, they used to like, send the viruses through the email and you just fucked? You just,
Yeah.
oh my God, I got it.
I was scared of my computer. I had a gateway computer in my living room. I never touched it for years. I got it, turned it on. It made a noise that I didn't know what it was, and I never touched it again for like 3 years.
What did you think was going to happen to you?
I was afraid to break it. I was like, what? This was when computers first came out. Like not with the ones with the color and the one that we have now.
Yeah.
With the whole base at the bottom, right?
Like a real computer. Like
the
with
real,
a drive and with the whole thing,
Yeah, floppy disks, CD
Yeah.
bombs, all that shit.
The B drive, Mike, the big B floppy disks, like the thin,
The thin one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use those.
Yeah, had like one document hold on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I got my first computer, my dad thought it was a good idea. The computer came with a strip poker game on the B floppy disk, and we were able to play it. I was like 7. I'm playing fucking strip poker. And then like people wonder why I have a gambling problem.
I was
fucking playing strip poker.
I was playing poker too, but I wasn't playing the strip one. They had a game that it was like you could do blackjack, you could do all these games, and it was a free game that came with the computer.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I'm gonna play whatever I can get my hands on to play.
Mm-hmm.
So
I had that too. I had both those games.
Yeah.
Do you remember it was like when you would win, it was like remove my teddy. Do you remember them saying
yes? Yeah.
What the fuck is a teddy?
I was like a teddy.
I need to watch a YouTube video of this because I love to see what this game is like.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like a pink teddy. I remember.
I'm gonna try to pull it up.
All right, I want you guys to guess this one.
Yeah.
I bought the first MP3 player I bought. Right.
Okay.
I paid $300 for it. Guess how many songs it held?
40.
I'm gonna say
Jules?
20.
Closer to that, Jules. It's around on average 12.
My God.
If the album went a little longer, you couldn't even get a full album on there. But it was so cool. It was like a little stick, and I thought it was so hip. And I had this instead of a big Walkman at the gym, I had this little fucking it looked like a fucking pen. And everybody's like, "Yo, what is that? What is that?" I'm like, "Yo, it's an MP3 player, bro. You download fucking music on your computer." Lord knows, now you can hold fucking 80 million fucking songs on your fucking phone that you talk at them. I'm like, what was I thinking?
Yeah,
300. I got that shit somewhere still.
Dude, I think I found it. I think it's called just Strip Poker 2.
Oh, that's like the stuff that you could go to the bar and play. This was the game?
This was it for sure.
With girls on it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
And it would talk to you?
Yeah. It wouldn't talk. It would just say like, "Here, I'll remove my teddy." It's so cool.
So inappropriate.
That was so cool.
For you to be playing.
Back then, they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
There's no cancel culture. Cancel that.
Yeah, no.
I had like Doom, Wolfenstein, and Strip Poker. Wolfenstein and Strip Poker. I was ready to go. I was like 10. I was like, everybody leave me alone. Leave the chicken cutlets outside my door. I'm in there.
Slide it under. Slide it under.
What about Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail.
Yo.
Oh, it's another one, man.
That was the shit.
Was the shit.
You're 3 minutes away from beating the game, and then you get mauled by a
dysentery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I love that game.
Then the internet came out. You're on the fucking internet, AOL. Somebody called your house, knocked that shit off.
Yep.
You take forever to download a nude. You know how long it took to download like Jessica Simpson's nude and shit like back in the day?
Yeah.
And then you get the virus that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it was
Click
worth.
here, click
Worth it.
now.
Worth it.
No, and you have a virus. You have to get the virus software to kill it.
McAfee,
Yeah.
the McAfee software and shit that
Yeah,
did dick. None of that shit did anything.
yeah,
If it infected your computer, just let it stay. Let it do what it do.
Right.
You know, what are you gonna do? You know?
It was fun to do. It was fun when something came up and it would be like, a virus was trying to attack your computer. What do you want to do? Do you want to quarantine it? And you're like, yes, quarantine it. And then it runs the whole thing, and it's like, well, you have 13 Trojan horses in quarantine. And then I'm like, cool.
Yeah. All right. What do I do with this knowledge?
yeah.
Right.
Do you accept the cookies or not? Like,
Like you're scaring me. Like to stop using my computer forever.
There was another thing. It was like quarantine, and then there was something else. Like you could immediately just get rid of it. You could quarantine it and then get rid of it, or just quarantine.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Like, yeah. Dude, I remember doing that fucking shit.
Yeah.
Ah, that was the best. All computers are the best. Yo, people don't even know. If you grew up like with computers on your fucking like on your fucking phone, like you have no idea.
Yeah.
This shit was crazy back then. I can't believe we lived in it ever like before
Yeah.
and now after the internet.
Right. You know what's crazy? The fact that you could just like upgrade your fucking phone on out of nowhere and shit like that, as opposed to like electricity doesn't really make sense to stupid people like this either, but it kind of does. You could just plug the fucking plug in. Sure, it powers up your computer or whatever. But the internet and the Wi-Fi is just bizarre. It's
That's
just fucking bizarre.
yeah,
that came from the aliens, bro. The alien
Yeah.
technology. There's no doubt about it. Because we went out of nowhere. We're like in the 80s, watching The Gate, watching Goonies, apparently. Not me, but other people. And then all of a sudden, like late 90s, it's just like boom.
Right.
Technology just fucking came out of fucking nowhere. All of a sudden, like
Uh-huh.
oh,
Yep.
the internet. Internet. Fuck is that?
Just like that AI shit, bro. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere, AI just came out. Watch in the next few
Yeah.
years, it's just gonna fucking blow up.
Yeah,
Scary
It's
times.
really crazy.
it is.
Scary times. But it's getting bedtime.
It is. It is.
So I'm probably gonna go watch the movie Gate now. I gotta look up the movie Gate so I can
Nice.
fucking be terrified and have fucking night terrors when I'm in bed. But listen, we want to thank Jules for being a special guest to come on today.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jules.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Just get out of Nick's house.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
real.
saying?
Yeah, I gotta go.
I gotta go to sleep, Jules.
And then I guess like and subscribe, Jules, if you haven't already. Like and subscribe and tell your friends about the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
And then we'll be back on after we win another softball game on Tuesday night.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. So enjoy, smash that like button, and don't be a dick.
And remember, time's a wasting.
Yeah. Peace.